This is Andy from Backdrop, and I'm here with rock and roll royalty, trash metal royalty, Mr. Mille Petrozza from Kreator. How you doing, my man? Welcome to my show.
Thanks, man.
You guys have been releasing the record that I've been playing the most in my headphones for the last couple of months, man. I love that record. Phantom Antichrist is a record of a decade. I just want to start to thank you for that, man, because that is one brilliant record. Yeah, man, for real. And the thing is that it has such a strong message. You know, it has such a strong point of view and a sense of purpose, I feel. So I just wanted to ask you, what does the inspiration from that particular record come from?
It's anything, you know. Like every time I write a record, I have to come up with new themes for the songs, and I just keep my eyes open, what's happening around me, and I think on Phantom Antichrist it was like the time when I thought the WikiLeaks was a big issue, the riots, the stuff that happened in Greece, not even before the riots, and of course your you know, the environment, you know, like the pollution of the environment in the song "Death to the World." It's basically, it's like I've written about these things in the past already, but I always try to come up with a new point of view, like of this day and age. So the inspiration came from what surrounded me and what I read on the internet, what I read in books that I read during the time, and I get into this mode of like, okay, this is songwriting mode, and I'm gonna collect. You know, I just write down like sentences, phrases, stuff that I hear on TV, stuff that I read on the internet, and I collect things and I put them into lyrics, and very metaphoric though. You know, I couldn't really explain to you what Phantom Antichrist, the song, is really about. It's about this force that destroys the world. It's like it's almost like a subliminal virus or something that fucks with your mind. You know.
Very good, and I think a lot of people feels that way, and I think that's why a lot of people relates to that record, because yeah, as I say, it has such a sense of purpose, and the song "Civilization Collapse" seems to be the pinnacle of the message of that record. But to me, it is, and I was like, what's the story behind that song? Because that has such a strong sense of purpose.
Civilization Collapse is about I got really pissed off about politics when, you know, we have a very strong bond with our Greek fans, and our German chancellor, Madame Merkel, she said very bad things about Greece in the press, you know, and I thought this needed to be I have to write something about it, and it could be any civilization. It could be the Mesopotamian civilization that collapsed way in the ancient times, or it could be nowadays civilization. It's the downfall, the fall of like morals and things that are important become unimportant at one point, and people start rioting. People are starting to, like Turkey at this moment, Istanbul, perfect example. It never gets out of, you know, like this, lyrics like "Civilization Collapse" are always up to date, because there's always new things happening and new places where people are not happy with what's happening in their lives, and then with how the government treats them. So people finally start standing up and fighting for what you know they think it should be right, and it's a tribute. It's a tribute to the rioters. It's a tribute to the protesters. It's a tribute to those who voice their opinions.
Very good, very good. Look at me, I got goosebumps, man. Look at me, for real. And so you talk about a change of consciousness as well. I'm quite interested in how you experience the change of consciousness, because I feel a lot of people are experiencing a change of consciousness and rises up against the subliminal virus, as you were talking about.
I'm totally convinced that people there's a lot more to life than the society makes you think. I'm convinced that, a lot of people don't realize their abilities and their talents because they're oppressed and they're suppressed by something that they should do in their lives and with their lives. And once you realize that, once you realize, oh, I can actually do this, and I can be a guitar player in a band, or can be whatever I want to be. It can be a painter, it can be a movie director, whatever. Or you know, if you love your job, whatever you want to do, something, you know, that you want to do, you can actually achieve that. Once you realize that, that's like, to me, that's a change of consciousness, you know. And in consciousness, well, whatever you feel and what you believe, it's the power of the mind. It's stronger than what society makes you think it is. You know, it's a lot stronger. It's all there is, actually.
Yeah, everything we see is a manifestation of someone's thoughts, really.
Exactly.
Every song written, every chord taken, everything, and people are starting to wake up to that. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I think music like you guys are making helps that process, because it makes that little angry kid who gets to sit but in the back of the school and goes, something's wrong here. Writing Kreator logos, you know.
To me, that's how I define success. You know, I don't define success by record sales. Record sales are not important, you know, especially in this day and age. It's about, like, if you touch somebody's soul and touch somebody's hearts, it can be only 3 people that you reach, but it's already, to me, it's a success, you know. And that's why I think when you start a band, even if you only have like a very small crowd of people in the beginning, they might grow, you know. If you still believe in it and you still work on your stuff, it can happen, you know. You can reach a lot of people, and you can have like a lot of fun with music, you know.
So, how does the rest of 2013 look for Kreator?
Basically, we're gonna release our live DVD. This is gonna come out on August 30th, and that was a little bit of a mega project, because we had to collect all kinds of stuff, you know, like photos and lyrics, and edit the concert that we recorded. 24 cameras, you know, a lot of work, but that's finally done. It's gonna come out in August, and then there's a US tour, and I hope there's gonna be a South American tour. We're working on this. So yeah, more touring, basically.
Cool, good. So what's the weirdest thing that happened on this tour?
On this tour, the weirdest thing, we got held up at the border in Minsk, and we arrived at the club at 12 o'clock at night, and we got on stage at 2 o'clock in the morning, and out of 1,400 people that came to the show, only 15 people gave their tickets back. It was a Monday night, so they stayed up until almost 5 in the morning, and that was, to me, a lot of respect. Still to this day, you know, it's one of the greatest moments I've ever experienced, because I thought nobody's gonna be there, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning or something, you know, something ridiculous. Oh.
That's amazing. Thanks a lot for being on my show. And thank you for being Kreator, man. Thank you.